Game?
Anything in particular?
The game, senior day, whatever you want. Weather?
Don't have to talk about last night.
No.
Well, let's start again. Talk about senior day. That's finally the senior talking now.
Well, Sunday's going to be a special day, no doubt about it. Honoring 4 great kids, 4 seniors, meant an awful lot to this program. You know, there's not enough time today to speak and really give as much credit as these kids deserve. They've done so much for this program in the three years that we've been here. I'm so proud of them and what they've accomplished, and it's been an honor to coach them, and it's really been fun to watch them grow up and become young women. I'm going to be really proud of them when they graduate from Mississippi State, and they're all 4 going to be very successful in this world. And again, just to appreciate their trust and confidence, and being here at Mississippi State, allowing me to coach them, teach them every day. And again, I think I've become a better coach because of them. And I certainly appreciate all they've done during my 3 years here.
Credit to them, they say they don't look at tomorrow as an end of the line or end of the road kind of thing. They know that they've got a lot of basketball left ahead this season. How fitting is that to kind of encapsulate, 3 of them have been here obviously 4 years, but their journey in the sense that the season used to be over, SEC tournament, now there's even bigger aspirations.
And again, I think that's part of their their overall maturity and evolution as a young woman, and realizing there's a lot more than what you think you can do. You know, there's more, and for these 4, there's more, and that's all I've ever wanted for them. I've just wanted more for them. I've said that from day one. I'll be the happiest guy and the proudest guy on earth for them, because I really wanted it awfully bad for them. I know what that journey's been like for them is during their time here, and I'm excited that there's a dividend for them and a payday at the end. That's very, very warranted, and I'm certainly encouraged that they see the big picture and realize Sunday's not it, because it's not. We've got a lot of basketball left in front of us.
Senior day, there'll be a lot of emotions, obviously, but there'll be the added emotion with playing the rival. We try to temper that a little bit, but basketball is a game that's you kind of feed off a lot of energy too.
Yeah, I don't think I can temper any of the emotion that'll be in the game Sunday. I think it'll speak for itself. I think our fans, I think the hump will be electric. I think it'll be lit. I think it'll be a tremendous atmosphere. And I don't think there's anything anybody in this room can do about that. We obviously are playing for a lot that day, but you can throw a lot out the window, and just the fact that it's Mississippi State playing Ole Miss, that speaks for itself. You can throw all the records and everything else kind of out. There's certainly, you can add to that fire and to that furor with what's at stake and playing and seeding and all that, but I think just the fact that it's us 2 playing each other in anything is enough.
I know it's impossible to tell, but you think in the future this class will always kind of be different for you in the sense that it helped turn this program around and get to where it is now?
This senior class?
Yeah, this senior class.
No question. I mean, again, they were here during the transformation and during the change, and they've been a big part of making it happen. Remember, these 3 seniors, Kendra, Martha, and JJ, they were all in that locker room after we got beat in the SEC tournament to Alabama, and when we got back to campus, we talked about change. That was the theme of the day in our postseason meeting, was we have to change. And those 3 had to change, and they did. Give them credit. Those kids did. They went to work. They got better. They improved their skill set. They changed how they approached certain things. So you have to realize that, and realize that it is a special group. Savannah Carter absolutely changed the makeup of our team, and brought to it what we desperately needed, which was competitiveness, toughness, a will to win, a winning attitude, and a know-how to win. Had won a national championship at Trinity Valley. So all those kids, I think you hit it right on the head. I don't think there's any doubt. They are the foundation of the change here.
To get that payback of that dividend that you mentioned, the kids, when asked about last night's game, said they realized that now that they've seen what number 2 is like, that they know what it's like and they know what it's going to take to get there. From here on out, you're going to have maybe even a bigger bullseye on your back, and you're going to need to maybe bring it, like the kids talked about bringing it last night. How do you think that they're going to respond to that, John?
I think they'll respond fine. I'll be disappointed if they don't, come out and play with a purpose, play with a focus and intensity. I just think I think the world of our kids, number one. I love them to death, and they've been so competitive all year. And as bad as I wanted to win last night, and as disappointed as I was, and somewhat embarrassed in that it was on national TV. I can't tell you how many people have called and texted, said, man, don't worry, it didn't look that way on TV. You played hard. The kids seemed like they played as hard as they could. And, South Carolina's really good, y'all. Hell, I think they're the #1 team in the country. I hadn't seen Connecticut, but, if Connecticut would have played them in Columbia, South Carolina, in that game, probably going to be a different outcome. But they're big, they're strong, they're athletic, they're physical. They play like I like to play, and Dawn does a tremendous job. Her and her staff have done a tremendous job. They have a great plan, and so they're just they're really good. And as disappointed as I was last night, you had to walk out of there going, for all but about the last 3 minutes of the first half, when it kind of got away from us, we went toe to toe and head to head with them for the most part. And I played a lot of young kids the last 6 minutes of the game, and those kids played fine. I was proud of LaCara Salter coming off the bench and playing with no fear, playing and just so, you got to kind of take it all with a grain of salt and realize, because you can go down the list of the other 13 teams in the league who played them. Not too many of them had a different outcome, So that being said, I do think we could play better. I don't think we played well. We got to stop turning the ball over. We got way too many turnovers. That's our biggest concern right now is that. And I've got to find a way to get Bree going. Bree's not played well in a couple games, and she's big for us. And I got to get her going. And I think that's a big key for us right now in our basketball team. And that's me. It's my job. That falls on my shoulders, and I got to figure out a way to get her going.
When you're out recruiting, trying to sell the program to future Bulldogs, I guess, how important is it that those seniors did buy into the program and did kind of establish that change so you have something to sell?
Well, I mean, you can talk and talk all you want, but until you got the proof in the pudding, that's what you can sell. And I think we've got the proofs in the pudding. And so, I think, again, what those seniors have been able to help us accomplish gives credence to what you're doing and selling. I think my background and where I've been throughout my career and the success that I've had, as well as my staff, I think that speaks for itself. And quite frankly, I think that's what parents pay attention to, that and the fact they know we'll take great care of their daughter. And so, but kids want to win. Parents want their kids to be on winning teams. And, I don't think there's any doubt. We've done that here at Mississippi State in just year 2 and year 3, and awfully quick. So.
Is Ole Miss, are they playing their best basketball right now?
No, don't think there's any doubt they are. They're really playing well, beating, obviously coming off of 2 great wins against Kentucky and LSU. And, I don't think there's any doubt they're playing well. And so you're catching them at a good time as far as they're concerned, at their best time of the year, And, we're not playing great. We haven't played well in a while. We didn't play well against Florida. We came out a little slow, a little sluggish, and finally got it going. But, we need to play a little bit better. And part of that's that turnover thing and taking care of the ball and just being a little bit more aggressive and being able to finish at certain spots on the floor.
The the fact that you're playing a rival and it's become a rivalry, the games are close, you're playing in front of bigger crowds, it's not one-sided where one team really doesn't have a snowball's chance. Do you take any significance in coming from Texas A&M where you had a Texas that was a really, really big rival? And do you take any sense of satisfaction or pride in that you've helped make, at least on your side, you know, an Ole Miss Mississippi State rivalry a rivalry?
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, when we first got to A&M, it wasn't much of a rivalry because Texas owned us. Yeah, it had owned us. It's hard to have a rivalry if one team is winning. And so, you know, I think we made it a rivalry, and then we dominated for 11 or 13 straight. And so, you know, now I think you've got a tremendous rivalry going on right now, and I don't see either one of us going away. You know, I think we're both going to be very competitive in years to come, and that's what will make this one of the greatest college basketball rivalries in the country. So, you know, it didn't take me long to figure it out. It's pretty important around here. It doesn't matter who's playing what, or, you know, if it's Cards or Jacks or whatever. If it's Ole Miss, Mississippi State, it's a pretty big deal. And so, you know, we'll continue to try to do our part and play well in those games.
Any other questions?